Hello, I'm Bo Bloom. This is kind of my life story here. I've been overweight for the majority of my life. Um, since I can remember, I say it probably started when I was like 9, maybe a little bit younger. But my mom tells me that I started getting a little chubby around 6 years old. But I'm not sure how I remember that far back. But yeah, the farthest I can remember is probably 8 years old. And I'm 20 now, and I literally just started deciding to lose weight about 10 months ago. So I started right around when I was 19, almost 20. And a little late start, but better than no start, if you ask me. It would have been nice to be this weight and size back in like when I was like 16, 17 years old. Right now I weigh 146.6. That was my weigh-in today. The lightest I got down to is 145.2. I used to weigh, before I started, 241 pounds. That was pretty big. Big heavy weight. No one really ever told me I was fat, though, is I think one of the more issues that I've ever had. I always said I carry it well, and I never knew what that meant until I really realized that I was overweight and big. And yeah, I just started dieting at first. I did a week of dieting, and I lost 20 pounds in that first week of just straight dieting. When I say dieting, I don't mean just stop eating, like, because that's crazy. I started eating healthy foods and not eat any breads during that week, which I eat breads now, but during that week I didn't eat breads. So I dropped 20 pounds in that first week, and then I was like, whoa, that's really cool. So I decided to add exercise into that. And when I threw exercise into that, that was a whole game changer, because that's not only when I started to notice the weight drop. It drops more slowly, but I noticed a difference in the body too. It took about 12 weeks for me to notice an actual difference. So that's not that long of a time if you think about it. And it was only like maybe a week after that people started noticing and asking if I was losing weight and stuff. At first I was telling people no, I don't know. But then once more and more people started asking me, and people that haven't seen me in a while started asking me, I was like, yeah, I'm trying. And that's what I kept saying until recently, is that, yeah, I did. That's what I say now when people ask, oh, did you lose weight? I'm like, yeah, I did. I lost 90-some pounds within 10 months. I'm told that's fast. It wasn't fast enough for me, but it's nice. It's nice. Just keep losing the weight would be a problem, but I'm trying to gain the muscle. I like the muscle look. You know, my blood pressure is at a good point right now. Last time I checked, my health age, or my real age, is 17, which means my body is the same as a 17-year-old body, even though I'm 20 years old. And last time I had that checked was actually when I was 17 in high school, and it was 26. My health age was 26. So I dropped all those years. So that's gonna be awesome for future me. And like I said before, there's people that have known me and my dad since I was like a baby. And when they see me, like recently, because I only see them like every once in a while, but like recently, and when they see me like within like the last week, 2 weeks, they have no idea who I am. And even when I'm with my dad, they still don't quite make the connection. but they're always like, hey, you look a little familiar, and then I have to tell them who I am, and it's kind of funny. Or at like one of the places I work, Patriot Airsoft, they a lot of the kids there that come in, like they're regulars, but they don't come in all that often. Come in like maybe once every 2 months to play. A few of them actually asked me, hey, don't you have a twin named Bo? And that was funny. I never really thought I changed that much, but apparently it was enough for them to think that I had a twin. And when I told them, oh no, I am Bo, they're like, oh my god, you just like, you look totally different, you lost like everything, what did you? They're like, and it comes from like 10-year-old kids. But the purpose of this website and purpose why I'm talking to you now is to tell you that anyone can do it. I was 241 pounds. That's like 100 pounds overweight. And I was addicted to food, like good food, like, you know, awesome foods like meat and bread and sweets, you know, good little food pyramid of deliciousness. And once you get started though, within a month, you kind of forget about those foods because you start really enjoying the vegetables. It all depends on how you make them. If you're going to make it boring and just eat the plain vegetables, it's pointless. Go ahead, spice it up a little bit. Add some pepper, a little bit of salt, you know, get it going and steam it up. Make them delicious. Add chicken to it if you want, whatever you want to do, how you want to do it. It's just really awesome to be able to eat food that, and eat a lot of it and know like, hey, it's actually really healthy. Every single calorie has a purpose instead of just an empty calorie or a calorie that's just from fat. You know, so like a calorie that has potassium in it, a calorie that has fiber in it, a calorie that has protein in it, and knowing you're just eating it, it kind of makes you feel good about yourself. And then dropping the sodas, that's a big one. People don't realize that soda is really unhealthy for you. It's like 150 calories per bottle of just pure sugar and sodium. They actually do put a lot of sodium in sodas, so careful of that too. But 150 calories is like a quarter of a meal, so you probably shouldn't be drinking the sodas. But what I couldn't quit the sodas cold turkey. I'm sure most people were like that. So I just started having a soda a day from having like 3 or 4 a day. So I just had a soda a day, and then eventually within a month I was able to just drop the sodas because I kept just going down from there. Like first week I was like, okay, soda a day, I can probably do a soda every other day. And then like in a month, no more sodas. And I miss them from time to time. A Pepsi is delicious, but not worth it. Like most foods, I miss them, but I take a look at them and I go, not worth it. A calorie of sugar is not worth a calorie of protein to me, so gotta make the better choices. Yeah, cheat days. I do cheat days once a month. Once a month. It's the second Sunday of every month is my cheat day. It's my cheat day today. I woke up, weighed myself 143 pounds, so I'm just right at almost 100 pounds lost. Decided to go put on some weight. I don't really know why I chose Sunday, but I did. Cheat days are really awesome. They are the days where I get to have the food that I want and how much I want. Alright, so this is what I had for breakfast. We'll put a better picture up of everything for you. This was my lunch. Yeah, that was delicious. And these were my little treats throughout the day. Some sprinkles cupcakes. And not done yet, but yeah, that was pretty good. So far, so good. The recovery time from them kind of sucks, but it's just nice to know, like, hey, I only have like 3 more weeks till I can have something delicious. Onion rings. I don't know what else to say about that one. I usually have waffles in the morning. They're good. And then I have waffles at night with ice cream. But then in between, I have whatever I want. I think this cheat day coming up in like 2 weeks here, probably gonna get some sushi. Yeah, sushi's good. Oh, careful of the white rice, people. White rice is not good for you. For a long time, I thought there was no difference between white rice and brown rice. And as soon as I switched from white rice to brown rice, I noticed another significant weight dropping. But yeah, cheat days are a good way to stay on track of your actual healthy diet. A lot of people are like, oh, don't do a cheat day because then you're just going to have to recover from it. Yeah, but if you do it once a month, it's not that big of a deal. A lot of people do it once a week, and they do a whole cheat day once a week, and I'm like, it takes like a week to recover from a cheat day, so, well, one of my cheat days, but, yeah. Pretty soon I'm thinking about just starting doing a cheat day the second Sunday of every month, but then just every Sunday have like a cheat meal. Not really a cheat meal, just something a little more flavorful than what I usually have. But I think I'm at that point where I can start doing that and start enjoying life again with the food. Because once you get down to a healthy weight, you can start enjoying life. Like, it's just a lot more fun being thinner and fitter. You can go do more things that before you didn't even think you could do, like rock climbing. I love rock climbing. I go with my friends whenever I can. Swimming, go swimming a lot. To the beach, love the beach. I always loved the beach, but now I really get to enjoy the beach. Just taking the shirt off with confidence is nice. Challenges in the first month were the food in the household, because I do not live alone. I live with my mom and my stepdad, and they like their foods. So foods in the household are the toughest problem, still the toughest problem, but in that first month, definitely a huge problem. The fridge is always stocked with the freezer is always stocked with ice cream. I love ice cream. I love dairy products. I cut dairy products out of my life though, except for yogurt, unfortunately. But I love ice cream, and it was always stocked with ice cream. Frozen corn dogs. I love corn dogs. And then refrigerator is always full of like leftovers from restaurants and all that good stuff, and fried chicken, and then hamburgers were like held every other night at the place. So, and I cut meat out of my diet too. I even try to stay away from it on my cheat days, just because meat can wreck your digestive system. So you want to be careful of meats, but. Yeah, those are the biggest challenges, is just the food that your family consumes when you're trying to lose the weight. Because a lot of people, their families tend to be a little bit more fit than they are when they're trying to lose weight, because that's usually a big motivation for some people, is the whole like, oh, my family's like this, I need to be like this, and then you try to lose weight, and then you realize your family eats just as unhealthy as you, and you're like, uh-oh. But the main way I overcame that is more recently I came over it, is you buy your own food, obviously, and then you just keep it separated from their food. And so you don't have to look at their food and be like, ooh, that looks good, I want that. So right now, our freezer is like split in half, like literally split in half. And I put all my freezer foods, I freeze all my fruit because I love frozen fruits. I love them more than just the raw fruits. I put all my frozen fruits and some veggies, and then I put that all next to the ice maker. So when I need ice, I don't have to look at their ice cream and frozen burritos and fries and all that in the freezer. I don't have to even look at it because the ice is right next to my fruit. And then if I want my fruit, I get my fruit. I don't have to look at things. And then all my veggies and like chicken and other little fun ingredients in the refrigerator are all underneath in the veggie drawers. And then the milk, my almond milk, is laying right on top of it. So I don't have to look through the whole refrigerator. The only problem is my family, or my mom, likes yogurt just as much as I do. Greek yogurt, Greek non-fat yogurt, the Dannon Delights. Oh, so good. So we keep those on the top shelf. And also on the top shelf is sour cream and sourdough bread for some reason in the refrigerator. But so that's an issue, but usually I can just reach in, grab, and pull out my yogurt. And then, and then during the first month, maybe the first like 4 months, I treat myself at night, every night, with usually like a See's Candy little milk ball, or chocolate milk ball, you know, those little delicious things. I would pop one of those in my mouth and then let it melt. And then I'd fall asleep while it was melting in my mouth. One of those isn't that bad. I don't do that anymore. I can't. Because I'll start eating the whole thing now because I'm just hungry all the time from all the weightlifting and stuff. So, yeah, that's a problem. But, yeah, just do little rewards for yourself every now and then, like a cheat day once a month. Maybe once every 3 weeks if you can't wait that long. I have issues waiting that long, but I'm pretty strong-willed, so I can wait that long. The first month was the biggest supporter in that first month was the dropping the 20 pounds with just the diet, and then that propelled me to do exercise too. And then I would only weigh myself on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for like the longest time. And I don't know why I did that. Now I weigh myself every day so I can just keep on it. But yeah, for the first like 7 months of it, I was just weighing myself on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But it was nice to definitely during that first month just see the numbers go down. The first month they drop significantly, just to let you know, so that you don't like freak out like your second month when you're like, oh my gosh, I'm only losing like a half a pound like a week. That's normal. It's totally normal because your first like 3 weeks to the first month is like a lot of water weight and a lot of just waste in your system that all the veggies and fruits are pushing out and you don't even know it. And all the sweat is detoxicating your skin and blood. So all the toxins that are in your skin and blood, your sweat is getting out. And that's actually a lot of weight too. Most people don't know that. There's a lot of little things about nutrition people just don't know. And I didn't know them in the first month because I did freak out a little bit after like that first month when I was like, oh, I'm starting to lose really slowly. Because I was losing like 4 or 5 pounds a week during that first month. And then all of a sudden it stopped to like a half pound. I was like, uh-oh, what am I doing wrong? I thought I was eating even better and doing more exercise, but it's just a normal thing because by then all the toxins are out of your body, all that nasty stuff's out of your body by then. So then you're losing pure fat. And that's what you have to think about is that, hey, I just lost like a half a pound of fat. Like, half a pound of fat's a lot of fat to lose, especially in a week. It is said that you should be able to lose 1 pound to 2 pounds of fat a week, but I say a half a pound of fat a week is a lot. But yeah, and then eventually I started pushing myself harder and then losing the 1 to 2 pounds a week thing. But that wasn't until like month 4. I started pushing myself that hard to do that. Before month 4, it was mainly doing push-ups and sit-ups in a living room. And then by the time month 4 came around, I gained some exercise knowledge of like running, going on runs. I actually never started running outside until more recently, or not running outside, but like actually running. At month 4, I started running in place. Because the only place I could exercise was in my living room, and I didn't want to go outside and exercise in front of people and stuff. I always thought that was weird. Now I don't care, but back then I was like, oh, I don't want people to see me exercising and like judge me and stuff. So I'd exercise in my living room, and you just run in place, you throw on some music, and you just go till like, I don't know, you can't go anymore, and then you like sit-ups, leg lifts. That was another thing that I learned are really awesome for you, are leg lifts, because they work like this whole area down low. Leg lifts, sit-ups, push-ups, all that fun stuff. And then by the end of month 4, I think I did my first pull-up. I think that was when I did my first pull-up. And that was awesome. Month 5, it still wasn't like getting a shape to my body. It was still just seeing the body get smaller. I carried a lot of weight from below my chest, so below my solar plexus, to right above like my pelvic, and then just around like love handles, and then the back of the lower back is where I really carried most of my weight. And then on my face too, I carried a lot of weight. But you can definitely still tell that I carried a lot of weight in the lower area, because I have a lot of extra skin down there now. But it's not that bad. But at the month 5, that's when I noticed the shrinkage. I think I went down to a size 36 at month 5. I started at a size 38. I was pushing to a 40 when I started, waist size. So I think month 5 is when I dropped down to 36. And then from there, just kind of the waist size started dropping really fast. Oh, my waist size is 30 now. And I wear a medium shirt. I can wear a small or medium shirt. I prefer mediums because my head's a little big and my shoulders are a little big. Another great little thing you can do is you can buy clothing that you want to wear in the future, or that you want to wear like right now, but buy it a size smaller than what you are. So I airsoft a lot, so I like to wear like cool looking clothing, like camouflage and like Cry pants and stuff. Well, I don't wear Cry, I wear Cry imitations. But yeah, I bought, I thought it was going to be a size 38. It was an extra large pants, and it's an Asian fit. So extra large is 36 inches waist by 44 inch inseam. So if you can imagine that, that is for a very, very tall person with a somewhat smaller waist. And I was like, oh man, that stinks, they're really tight. And then by month 5, I was like, maybe I'll try these on one more time. I tried them on and they fit. They're a little tight, but they fit. And I got to wear them for the first time, but I ripped the knee pad right out of them because they were too long. Yeah. But yeah, buy clothes that you want to wear like now, but a size smaller helps a lot. And just leave them in your closet where you can see them. Don't put them in the corner of the closet. Don't do that because you'll forget about it. Put it like right in the middle. If you hang your like shirts up like this, you know, like shirt, put it right in the middle. So when you're looking through to what you want to wear, you always pass by it. Or if it's your pants, you put it right in the middle so you always see where it is. That's always cool. It's nice little. And then it's kind of like a little reward when you're done. You're like, oh, yay. But yeah, my biggest issue right now is I don't have any pants that fit. All my shorts and pants are 32s to 33s, and I don't have any 30s. So I have to wear a very tight belt. I think month 6 is when the weight on my face dropped off. I think that was month 6. When I had a jawline, and I could see my jaw. It never used to be. I don't remember a time where I could see my jaw or my Adam's apple, and now I can see my jaw and my Adam's apple. That's pretty cool. It was month 6 was when I could see my jaw, and I think like month 8 is where I saw my Adam's apple. But yeah, month 6. Oh, and then my eyes got bigger, which was cool. My mom always says now it looks like she's looking at me when I was like 5. So I don't know if that's like a compliment or not, but she says she has our little boy back. I think. No, it was month 7. It was at the end of month 6 and the start of month 7. It was when I moved back to the Mills Apartments, where my dad also lives, and they have a little gym inside there with a couple treadmills, a couple ellipticals, a bike, and then they have some weightlifting machines. And that was my first taste ever. Yeah, ever of weightlifting. I don't think I've ever even touched a machine before or even a free weight before. They don't have any free weights at that gym, but first time I touched a machine. And that was kind of a game changer. I did notice that month, that's when I started getting shape to my body and lost weight a little bit faster. But it was, at the start, it was more just the shape of the top. I started to get my traps, and then my shoulders started coming in a little bit more. My biceps, my arms have been really skinny throughout this whole process as soon as I started losing the weight. They used to be pretty big, but they were chubby arms, a little floppy. And then all of a sudden, when I lost the weight, they got really skinny. My wrist was probably like that. Now I'm starting to get the tone back to it, and getting the size back to the arms. And it's all thanks to month 7, and my dad helping me out a lot with the weights. And that was really nice. And then it was like midway of month 8, I think. We're in month 10 now, right? Yeah, okay. So I think it was like midway between month 8, maybe month 9, is when my dad signed me up at 24-Hour Fitness. And that was the biggest game changer, because up to that point I hit a plateau at 162 was my plateau. I was at 162 for like 2 weeks. I didn't know why, couldn't figure it out. And then we went to 24-Hour Fitness, and that was the biggest game changer in this whole little story, was that going to 24-Hour Fitness and just seeing everyone that was there. There was people that were way out of shape, worse than I was, to people that are like in incredible shape, and everywhere in between. And I was one of those in-betweeners that wasn't like in shape, but I wasn't like super out of shape. I had a little bit of weight to lose still, and I love it in there. If you have the chance to join a gym, you take it. It's the best thing ever. Alright guys, don't forget to go check me out on Google+. My name is Bo Blue. You can find me there. If you guys have any like personal questions or any type of if you need support for whatever, just go ahead and hit me up on the Hangouts. I'm always up there checking them out. I have a lot of groups of the Hangouts I'm in. Add me to your circles. I'll add you back. If you want to find me on Facebook, you can. Good luck getting a response from me though. I never go on Facebook, but I'll try to keep that up because I do know a lot of people don't use Google+, so I'll be checking Facebook for you guys too. Just not as much as the Google+. I recommend Google+. Yeah.